Well, the 2015 Wood Buffalo Summer Games kick off tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock with the opening ceremonies down at the new Shell Place. Just over 4,000 athletes from across Western Canada, including the Yukon and Northwest Territories, will compete in the week-long games. Heather Kennedy from the Games Committee joins us this afternoon. And Heather, has it sunk in yet that the games kick off tomorrow?
And, well, I guess for us it really starts today because the athletes are arriving today. So we've spent the morning at the airport so far. So, preparation, I think, is going very well. All of the facilities are ready. The opening ceremonies, the rehearsals are going on. And we think we're ready for everyone to arrive.
Just over 1,400 athletes taking part in the games. Where are they coming from?
Well, the athletes are actually coming from the 4 Western provinces and the 3 territories. And I think Nunavut has about 26 all the way to Alberta, which has 200 athletes. So they come in 2 cohorts. So we have half of them here this week and half of them here next week. And, it's pretty exciting to see them all here.
Now, of course, the opening ceremonies take place tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Where are some of the venues around the city?
We have actually 10 different venues. So we actually have some athletics events going on at Anzac, which is outside of Fort McMurray. And then around the city, McDonald Island, Timberley Park. We have a brand new mountain biking trail that's been developed in Thickwood, Keano Sport and Wellness. Of course, much of the cycling will take place on roads all over the city. So we're kind of taking over the joint, actually, for the next 10 days. Generally speaking, we're kind of everywhere.
Now, do you expect any big traffic delays in Fort McMurray for the next week and a half?
Yeah, there are a couple, I believe, on August 8th and 9th, and we've issued notices out so people will be aware of that. And hopefully, rather than being angry about it, hopefully they choose to stop and watch and support the athletes.
How excited is Fort McMurray right now for the Summer Games?
Unbelievably so. We've had such support from the community, from the sponsors, from the city. There's banners everywhere. There's people everywhere. I think we're going to have about 5,000 people at the opening ceremonies tomorrow, which will be just a raucous event. And ticket sales are going really well. So, but I would say I encourage anyone who's around here to find out where the events are. You can go online to 2015woodbuffalo.com and find out what's happening. And these athletes have worked really hard for their sports. It's going to be some great events, and I would encourage everyone to come out and participate.
Heather Kennedy from the Summer Games in Wood Buffalo kickoff tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Let's talk about the wide array of events happening throughout the next week and a half.
Well, we have 18 different sports, so there's something for everyone. There's track and field, baseball, basketball. Down at the Snai, there'll be rowing and canoeing. There's softball, swimming, beach volleyball, so lots of great sports. But in addition to that, we also have a number of cultural events, whether it's down at Jubilee Plaza, right downtown, or opening and closing ceremonies. Lots of local artists, lots of great music, lots of multicultural events culturally, because we have so many cultures here in Fort McMurray, and a number of sort of events that represent our Aboriginal heritage here too. So there's an event almost every evening. Some big sky nights, the ceremonies. There's a games village where there'll be live music every night. And all day long, there'll be events all over the city. Some of the events are free, the athletic events, the sporting events. Some require a ticket, but all of that information's online, and it's just going to be just great fun.
Do Aboriginal communities like Anzac take part in these games as well?
They do. So they have really embraced the events out in their area. And as well, when we ran our torch run, so we do have a torch just like the Olympics, and we actually ran that through the spring and summer all the way Fort Chipewyan, Fort Mackay, Conklin, Janvier, and Anzac, and then it ended here on Monday in Fort McMurray. So we've had the opportunity and the privilege to be out in those communities with the torch run, and then, of course, the community of Anzac will have the opportunity to participate with the triathlon.
Heather Kennedy from Wood Buffalo Summer Games, appreciate it. Great work as well for the committee that did a great job bringing the games to Fort McMurray.
Hey, thanks so much. It's been a ride. It's just been a thrill. And as we say here, game on.